Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a working gun in RecRoom. Okay, so once you have your room open, you're going to first want to go to this room and then settings, and just scroll all the way down until you see beta content and turn this on right here. So I am going to be using RecRoom Studio for the gun models. So I'm going to first show you how to do that to import the gun models. But if you already have your gun models, you're going to skip to this timestamp right here, so we can actually do the real gun circuits. Once you have your studio scene open by just clicking my rooms and then opening up the room you want, we need to import the guns. So the first thing you want to do is come up here to window and then go to package manager. This is at least where I'm going to get my guns. You can't just find any gun models on Sketchfab or anywhere else. I found this asset right here called low poly weapons. If you go to the Unity asset store and find the low poly weapons or any other weapon, you can just download it and import it like this. So once you go to my assets, you should be able to find your model. So mine is right here, and then just click import. These should be selected and click import. This screen might pop up. Just click this and click convert to materials. So now we can see that we have a new file down here, and these are the models. So you're just going to open it up and click prefabs, and now you have the models right here. They are pink. They aren't actually pink. I think that's just how it's like loading or something. The only models I'm going to be using right now is this pistol right here and this M4. And then we could also do a shotgun too. If you guys want me to, I could also make videos either on like grenades or making an RPG. But for this video, I'm just going to be making these three guns. But if you don't have these prefabs and you're literally just importing a model, like models like this, then if it has the arrow right here, then that means it's not a prefab. So if you drag and drop it in, it looks the exact same, but this is gonna be changed. This is gonna be different right here. This is a prefab and this is a model. If you have the model, the thing you want to do is literally just drag and drop that model into here. So if I get my M4 back right here and then just drag and drop this into here, then it'll create that prefab. But since I already have the prefabs, I'm just gonna delete that. So go back to my prefab models. Right here is the pistol prefab, and you want to click. Actually, let's select all of them. So we have the pistol, the shotgun, and the M4. So click add component and add a box collider to it, and then search up rec. Scroll all the way down. This script is gonna be all the way at the bottom if you search up rec. And it's gonna be studio object RecRoom Studio. So now they will all have this chip over them, and they'll all be like orange and selected. Now let's go into the first prefab. Let's go into the pistol. And the first thing you're just want to do is just edit the box collider. So click this little button right here. And you should have these tiny little squares, and you should be able to just click them and edit them. Edit this and make it roughly the same size as the actual gun. So for the pistol, probably good like that. And we're just gonna go to the other weapons and do the same. So if we open this one, you can see the box collider is automatically already. That's because this is a model itself. Like this is a mesh. It has a mesh renderer onto it. And this pistol, this part is like an empty. So I'm not putting this box collider onto a mesh itself, so it doesn't know where to put the box collider. I actually don't know what this is. I'm just gonna delete that. If I were to put the mesh on this or the box collider on this thing, then it would automatically do it. But we can't do that because that's to be on the top one. So let's go to the shotgun. Probably, yeah, it should already be good with that one too. Okay, so now we're gonna do the reload animations. So first I'm gonna do the reload animation for this pistol. So the only thing I'm really gonna animate is probably just this magazine right here. Make a really simple animation. The first thing you just want to do, what usually I do, I just create a new folder. Make sure you're in this assets right here, and then just do animations, and right click again, make sure you're in the folder, create animation, and then animation controller first. Call this reload. So it's called reload 1 because you have different guns. Create again, go to animation and animation clip. Okay, so now double click into this animation controller and then drag and drop your animation clip into the controller. Click on your object that you want to animate. If you want to animate maybe like all of these, then just click on this one. Actually, I'm probably gonna do that. So click on your top that has, and then click add component or search up anim, and then click animator, and then drag and drop the animator controller into the controller right here. Now we have just attached this animation clip to this object right here. Then just double click your animation clip. So I'm just gonna make a really simple animation real quick. I also just had this to make it more realistic for the pistol. The pistol slide just stays back, and so when the animation plays, Once it gets to the end, then the slide will go back in. Pretty sure that's how piston works. Now just go back, and then now we're gonna do the same thing with the M4 and the shotgun. Right click, create animation controller, reload 2, and then right click, create animation clip, and also reload 2. Then go to your animation controller and drag and drop this clip there. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the shotgun. So just create animation controller, go into the animation controller, drag and drop that. I'm gonna go back to the assets, go to the M4, and then I'm gonna make a simple animation for this one too. So just click on, I guess, top. We're gonna do that, and add component, animator, and just go back to animations folder. So animation 2, reload 2, drag and drop this into the controller. Now let's go to the animation tab. I like to turn this thing on just so when I move something, then it will add a keyframe. Alright, I literally just made the simplest animation in the world. Literally all it does goes out and come back in. But now, we have that animation done, then we can go over to the shotgun. And I can't really animate individual shotgun shells that goes into the shotgun. So usually what I do, I would just animate the gun like moving or something, like a player is reloading it with shotgun shells. But let's just go back to prefab, shotgun, and then go to add component, animator, assets, go back to the animation mode 3, controller, go to this animation tab, and usually what I do, I just like kind of rotate it a little bit. So first, let's add a property actually, and then I'm just gonna add the rotation. Go right there, rotate it a little bit. Okay, so now I literally just made this super simple animation. Shotgun just moves a little bit and like it's reloading, so that should be good. So now that should be it with the RecRoom Studio. So just go over to the RecRoom Studio and then click Upload to RecRoom. Okay, now once you are in the room, you can see that you have the guns imported right here. They are a bit too small, so I'm gonna just select them and scale them up a bit. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna work on is the pistol right here. First thing you wanna get is a gun handle. So just gun handle, and just spawn it like right there. That should be good. Then just freeze it and then search up a clamp on it, like, I don't know, doesn't really matter, just behind it, somewhere close to it. Now unfreeze your gun handle and drag this part to the black part of the clamp and the gun to the other part. Now it should fall, and then just move your gun part right here into the clamp, or where the player is going to be holding the gun. So now just configure your gun handle. One-handed pistol, max ammo size is going to be 6, and you can control the fire rate, so I'll just like do it like that. Reload duration 1 second's fine. And then just scroll down and turn this on right here, and then for that it should be good. So right now I have a gun, and you can see when I pull the trigger, there's a tiny bit of recoil. It's barely any recoil, and if I click it, I can reload it and just take a little bit, but we'll do some circuits to fix that. So then just configure your gun handle chip right here and detach it. Turn your snapping to surface right here, and just drag your, what I like to do is just drag the chip like down to right there, or down about right, like right there, and then just move this up. Now, if you want to change the recoil, just go to edit right here and edit into the chip. It should be all of these chips. Then right here where it says gun handle apply recoil, this angle right here is negative 1.5. Make sure it's like negative, do like -5. That should be good. So when you shoot it, it'll go up a little bit, but you can actually make more recoil for VR players in like by using an animation, by doing the same thing we did in Studio with the reload animation. But for screen mode players, a -5 recoil is gonna be kind of crazy. It's just gonna be a lot of recoil for screen mode players. But if you wanted to, I guess you could just change this recoil to like 15, -15, and it kind of just goes a little bit more. You can make it go up like a lot more, but that -15 recoil is gonna be crazy for screen mode players. So we're just gonna clean this up a little bit. We don't need a lot of these circuits. We're just gonna delete all of these circuits right here. Then if you are doing something, making it so like if they're picking it up, then you could keep these. I'm just gonna delete these because I don't think I'll be using them. Same with these two, and then delete the reload cancel. Keep that reload started. We'll delete that. We don't really, not gonna be using it in this video. Then everything else we'll just keep. So for this version, we're actually just gonna be using a projectile launcher. So get a projectile launcher, change the stepping to surface, and click on the front of the gun right here. So it should just snap like that. Then go to your connect tool, and then connect this to the clamp right there. Now configure your projectile launcher chip and change this to detached, and then just move this over about right there. So to make this easier, if you wanted to have multiple of these guns, make it easier to clone, we're going to do all of the circuits inside of the gun handle chip. So you can just clone it without cloning all the circuits outside of it. For this projectile launcher, we're just going to configure it and scroll all the way down and click delete all board content. We don't need any of it. And then just drag this to this side. And then connect this to the projectile origin object right there. Yeah, that should get our direction. And then we're going to want to get a projectile launcher, projectile fire. I mean, I guess we could use this one. Yeah, this one should probably work. And then projectile, we need a projectile constant. And configure it. Projectile, I'm going to just use a paintball. You can change the damage and stuff. Projectile speed. If you don't want players to see the projectile, then just change it all the way up. I'm just going to put it like right here. That should be good. And then I'm going to turn on gravity, make it a little bit more realistic. Change the spread, force of it, and then... Oh, they added this thing. I don't think this has been there, but that's really useful. I'm going to turn that on. And projectile source is probably just going to be the same thing right there. Direction, that's the direction right there. Speed multiplier. Keep that to 1. Then let's change this, move this over here, move this also right here, make this that comes to the output. Well, so now if I shoot the gun, it should, oh, I gotta reload it. Should shoot the projectile. Yeah, there we go. So it shoots, and then now I'm just gonna change the speed because right now it's like super slow. Yeah, there we go. And now for the reload thing. So reload complete. Actually, we do need that reload started. So if you deleted it, we'll just clone this event receiver right here, configure it, and just search reload started, and then just move this down a little bit. Search up a subtitle, so show player subtitle, spawn it next to the event receiver. Now make the subtitle just like reloading, so the player knows that it's reloading. And then we can start the animation, reload animation to the gun. Now we can start the reload animation to the gun after the reload started. So one thing I actually found out is you could use an RecRoom object reset to start the animation. So we don't need those functions that we made at all in RecRoom Studio. So just connect this to here, and then your object, just drag this into the end. It should create a new port. If not, then you just configure this right here, and then scroll down and click add port group. And then once you're in it, add an input, and just add input and name it something if you want. And then make sure that object is a RecRoom object if you made an input, but it already automatically made one. So now we need to come down here and configure, come down here and configure your object, this chip right here. So it's the chip of the RecRoom object, and detach it. Now drag this all the way up here. Now connect this up to the object input. Now, yeah, that's the object we're going to be resetting. If you wanted to reload started, you can connect this up to the reload started output. So now if I just reload this thing, yeah, it says reloading, and it does reload animation, and it's done. And there we go. We have a full working pistol. So I just realized I don't think we need this projectile launcher, but it's fine because we're using the projectile launcher as the position of the projectiles coming out of. Because this projectile launcher, if I change this to laser, then it's still going to be a paintball because we're using a projectile launcher chip, which is inside of this chip. So, and we're using this projectile launcher constant. So if you want to change the settings of your projectile launcher, you have to change this constant right here and not the projectile itself. All right, so usually some like PvP games or some guns, they have muzzle flashes, but I didn't import a muzzle flash. Now we're going to switch to the AK. Basically just the same thing. So we're just going to configure this, detach it, and just move it over here. I'm going to move it up above one, then just get a gun handle, put it in that same spot again, and then you just move the gun handle about right there, then freeze it. Now get a clamp, just spawn it in, unfreeze the gun handle, clamp this right here to the black part, and then the gun to the yellow part. Now configure the gun handle chip and detach it. Now move this up here. Now we're just gonna do the same thing, get a projectile launcher, put it right in the front, and then attach this to the clamp, and then configure the projectile launcher chip, detach that, scroll all the way down, and delete all board content. This should look like this, and just take your projectile launcher chip and bring it up here. Actually, since we put the chips inside of that gun handle, we're gonna actually just clone this one. So just delete that, and then clone this one right here. Put it right there. If you want, turn on surface so it snaps like that, and just move this right there. Then connect this up to the clamp. Now it'll be inside of this chip, and then just move this one that's not connecting anything up here. Drag this one into projectile launcher origin, and this one into the object. And now this one's basically already done too. If you want, just configure the gun handle. Change this to like 25. Make the screen pose to rifle two-handed. Is the rifle. Make the reload like 2 seconds, and turn on continuous fire. That should. Oh dang. Yeah. So we're gonna have to change the recoil on that, but reload should work, gun shooting should work, but just go ahead and configure or edit into the chip. And angle Y right here, I'm just going to change this to 1, -1. That should just put a little bit of recoil on it. Might be a little too little, but it's fine. I'm not really going to be making a game with this. Now for the shotgun, this one's going to be a little bit different since like it's got individual bullets. So we're going to figure out how to make this one. So just configure the shotgun chip, detach it, and just bring it over here. We're also going to do the same thing. We're going to clone your gun handle object, put it right next to the shotgun, about right there, and then move this over into the shotgun. Now freeze it. I'm going to also just clone this clamp, put it right there, then unfreeze it and connect this up to the clamp, this up the shotgun. Now get the gun handle chip right here. And we also need that projectile launcher. Place it right there and then connect this up to the clamp. And now configure projectile launcher chip, detach it, and delete all board content. Now move this chip up here, then connect this up to the projectile launcher origin right here, and this up to the object input. Now I'm just gonna configure the gun handle and make this like a shotgun. So max ammo, I don't really know how much max ammo shotgun is, but I'm just gonna do 6. I'm gonna do shotgun 2-handed. Rate of fire, probably not that much at all, so like that. That should be good with that. Okay, so now we're gonna make the reloading system for the shotgun to actually make it realistic, since bullets are just going in and we don't want the ammo to like reset and it's like a fixed amount of reload time. So the reload time's gotta change. By like the amount of ammo it currently has in it. So you want to come down here and get a gun handle set reload duration, put it right next to the RecRoom object reset, make the target right here self, which is the gun handle. Now we're going to get a subtract, then get a divide chip and get an int to float. Now connect the subtract to the reload duration and subtract this. Let's do top value by 6 since the max ammo is 6. And what we can actually do, clone this int to float, put it up here, and connect this up to the gun handle get max ammo, and connect this up to the value. In case you want to change the max ammo, you wouldn't have to just change that value too. So now it connects up to the top value of the divide, and we're going to divide the current ammo by like 1.5. This value, this value is going to decrease to make the reload duration not too long. You can make that, you don't have to have this divide if you want to. If you might want to make the reload duration 6 seconds if there's 0 bullets in it, but this will just decrease the value a little bit. So there are 2 bullets in it and it will take 4.6 seconds to reload the whole gun. Also, we want to connect this subtract up to this duration on a player subtitle so the players know when it's done reloading. All the bullets are shot and then reloading, taking a while, so about like 6 seconds. Yeah, now it's done. So we're gonna shoot like 3 bullets. That should take like half the amount of time. And it's done, so we're gonna shoot like 1 bullet, and this should take like 1 second. Yeah, there we go. So it's literally each amount of bullet you shoot, the more time it'll take to reload. You don't have to have that system. I just think it's more realistic or something. But this is just basically just how to make a gun in RecRoom, a working gun for a PvP system. And the reason why we're using projectile launchers is so we could use chips, get if a projectile launcher has hit someone. So it just makes it a lot easier. But you could also do it with a raycast. It's just projectile launchers do make it a lot easier to circuit a PvP system. I hope this video helped you with making a gun in RecRoom. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be making a video on how to make a PvP system with RecRoom, so you'll be able to use these guns with the PvP system. This room is in 1.0, obviously, because I was using a clamp and stuff, but I could make a video on how to make a PvP system in rooms 2.0 if you guys want me to, and how to make the guns too, because they don't use clamps, so you can just parent them together and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next video.